Here we are, starting a game of Morrowind. Gotta turn off the sound so that I don't get copyrighted. And yeah, this is a very old school way of doing it. I'm literally just recording my gameplay and talking over it because I don't have a mic yet. But yeah, this is Morrowind, everyone. I played this quite a bit as a kid. I never beat it because I never did I never did much of the main quests. Did most of the side quests and things like that. So I never actually beat the game or even came close. I always just kind of like wandered around, explored and stuff. But yeah, right now, basically, if you've never played this, you're having a freaky ass dream, and then you wake up on a boat. Let's see.
What's your name?
What's my name? Ended up calling myself Mar. But at the time I couldn't think of a name, so I was letting you guys know. Yeah, with my lack of equipment, I really had to improvise. Sorry, I was making sure it was recording. It's recording, okay, cool. Really had to improvise without having a mic and whatnot. This is great quality, but I wanted to record it because I have a lot of fun playing it. I wanted to share it with you guys. Decided to name myself Mar because that just sounded cool. I don't know why.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
Here comes the guard.
This is where you get
G-Ub.
Come with me.
His name is just Guard. Alright, we're gonna go here. I used to be able to speedrun this game. I never got any close to world record, but I used to be able to beat it in like 10 minutes or so. But I decided I'll do a nice clean run with no exploits or anything like that.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
An asshole. Just checking
The
out the
sooner you
boat.
leave, the sooner we can move on.
Here we are at
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Good old swamp town.
Let's go. Move it along.
This place brings back so many memories. It's kind of pretty, but in like a grim kind of way, you know? I love swamps. But, yeah.
Let's go. Move it along.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
So I ended up going with Dark Elf, since this is the land of the Dark Elves. Okay, so I'm going to turn down the volume. So I decided to just go over kind of the stats and stuff of each race in case no one's played it. These are Argonians. They're good at alchemy, athletics, which is basically running, illusion, medium armor, mysticism, spear, and armored. You can see all that. But basically they're like lizard people, you know? Look pretty cool. Sorry, I can't keep my hands straight. I'm literally filming this with one hand. Cut me some slack, alright? So that's a Argonian. And every race has certain specials, like they're resistant to disease, poison, and they could breathe underwater. So that's pretty cool, you know? You change your face to different lizard faces. And yeah, just kind of go over they're yeah, lizard people. So Bretons are basically like a wizard race. Essentially, they're good at magic. I'll speed this up because I'm kind of slow and tedious here. So they're basically good wizards and healers and shit. And we're gonna go to the Dark Elf, which is what I chose to be. They're good with like running and shit, and they make really good like mage warriors, like wizard soldiers. Basically, they can do magic and fight at the same time, you know. So that's good because they already have the destruction spells and stuff already there, and long blade. So they're good like mage warriors, ideally. Hold up, let me hold my hand. Oh god, this is terrible. Okay. And got my finger there, it's nice. So yeah, that's the Dark Elves. Then, jeez, I can't hold my hand straight. And then there's the, oh yeah, they're also resistant to fire, and they have like a ghost they can summon. Those are High Elves. They're good at alchemy and magic, and also enchanting stuff. But they also have a bonus to magic, which means they have more magic that they can cast. But they're weak to like all the elements, which is kind of garbage. But they're a pretty good class, though. They could resist disease as well, apparently. And there's Imperial. They're pretty cool. They're basically like knights. They use blunt weapon, hand-to-hand, light armor, swords. But they're also good with mercantile, which is how much you could sell stuff for and how little you could buy something. So they're good at like trading. And also speechcraft, which is like your personality. So you're more likable if you're Imperial. They're good with people and money, but they're also good knights. So they have Star of the West and the other one I can't read. Khajiit. These are cat people, as you can see. If you're a cat person, there you go. You could be a Khajiit. That one looks weird. But Khajiits are really good at acrobats, running and jumping and stuff. Wear light armor, and they're good at sneaking. That's like their best thing. They're sneaky little people. I mean, they're cats, you know what you expect. But yeah, they're sneaky. You could also see in the dark and cause people to be afraid of you. A Nord, which are basically Vikings. They're good with axe, blunt weapons, heavy armor, swords, medium armor, and spear. They're also resistant to shock, immune to frost, so frost doesn't even hurt them. And they have Thunder Fist, whatever that is. I actually don't even know what that is. Some kind of spell, I think. But yeah, they're basically Vikings, you know. Then Orc is coming up next. Once I get to it, this is pre-recorded, so. Come on, go to the next race already. It's an Orc. There we go, an Orc. Orc are like these guys. They make really good blacksmiths, like repairing armor and stuff like that. They're also good with an axe and heavy armor. They're a pretty brutal race. They're real strong. They're pretty good. They have Berserk, which fortifies like all their attributes like quite a bit. They get real angry and they get real strong. And they're more resistant to magic. So they're like fighters, basically. Like they're if you want to be like a fighter, be an Orc. Then there's the Red Guard. They can resist disease, poison, and adrenaline rush. And I think adrenaline rush like makes you run faster, I think. If I remember right. I think I could be wrong. They're good at running, axe, blunt weapon, heavy armor, long blade, medium armor, and short blade. So they're pretty rounded all around character. Oh yeah, fortifies a bunch of stuff. Okay. That's pretty good. Fortifies your skills by quite a bit. And then finally there's Wood Elves. They're basically like really good at archery. They're acrobatic, so they could jump high and they could run, so they're quick on their feet. Wear light armor, and they're basically your archers, and they're kind of sneaky. I've never been a Wood Elf. I never cared for them just because I never cared for archery in this game. But if you like archery, be a wood elf. They already have that stat boost in that category. They're also resistant to disease, and they could talk or not talk to animals. I mean, they can't probably in the lore, but they could pacify animals. Yeah, that's that's the races, everybody. Like before, I ended up deciding to be a dark elf named Mar. That's the face I decided to go with. Then I wanted some cool spiky hair. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. Look pretty cool. Actually, I think I went with that. Ended up going with that one, I think. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's one of those spiky hair ones. I think it is that one, yeah. Yeah, that looks right. So, yeah, I'm going with that.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Alright, so I was a prisoner. Because Bethesda has a prison fetish, and like that's like the beginning of like every single Elder Scrolls game is you're getting released from prison. Going into the census office to be released.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
I ended up deciding to do a custom class. So yeah, so strength, and then or agility and endurance, speed. I can't remember what did I pick. Agility and speed, yeah. Then I ended up going over like all of the stuff, if I remember right. But it's kind of indecisive because it's pretty important what you choose early on. So I'd name my class. Trying to think what I was gonna name myself. It's nice. Description. That's nice. Okay. Alright, so strength affects your health, how much health you have and how much damage you have. Intelligence affects how much magic you have. Willpower is like how resistant you are to spells being cast at you. Agility affects how often you hit an enemy and how often they hit you. Speed is how fast you run. Endurance is increases your health level per gain and also your overall stamina. Personality is how well people like you, and luck affects everything. Interesting. Then there's the skills. There's block, which is like dice roll. Hold on. Jeez, slow down, Nick. Slow down. Okay, so it's still going. It's still going. Okay. So roll it back. Just a little bit. Not that much. So block is kind of like internal dice roll. This game's played more like an RPG than it is like on Oblivion or Skyrim. Clear my throat. It's basically each time you swing your sword, it doesn't do damage on contact. It's you have to keep swinging, and occasionally you'll hit the enemy. And depending on how often you hit the enemy is determined by how high your agility skill is. Well, you could also have the chance to block an attack, and that's based on random dice roll as well, RNG. And the higher that skill is, the better chance you'll block an attack. There's armor. The better you are at that, the better you are at making armor and stuff and repairing it. Alright, medium armor, that's basically... So any type of armor level, there's light, medium, and heavy armor that you could wear. The more skilled you are at it, the more of a higher armor rating that you'll have. And the armor rating is like resistant to damage. So I'm pretty sure how it works is like your armor rating deduces the enemy's damage, if I remember right. So if your armor rating is like 25 and like an enemy attacks you and its attack point is like 50, he'll end up just doing 25 damage instead of 50. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And the higher level you are at that particular armor that you're wearing, the bigger the armor rating. Alright, let's continue. So that covers light, heavy, and medium armor. Same thing with heavy armor. Blunt weapon is how well you are at using like clubs and hammers. Long blade is how good you are at swords. Axe, you get the idea. Same with spear. Athletics determines how fast you could run and things like that. Then enchanting, so you could enchant weapons and items and stuff to have different magical effects and stuff. I'm not too familiar with it. I don't really use it very much, but I know it's pretty OP if you get like really good at it. But yeah, this is under the magic section. Destruction magic is the master spell effects of destruction. So basically, if you want to do damage to enemies using magic, you want to get good at destruction magic. It's like casting fireballs and ice balls and shooting lightning out of your hands and shit. Alright, and then alteration spells are like water breathing and walking and jumping higher spells and levitating and things like that. And like and creating shield barriers. Illusion spells are like you could blind people, paralyze people, silence them, calm or enrage or charm them, distract and even camouflage or render invisible. That's pretty dope. Conjuration is summoning. You could summon things. Like you could summon like skeletons and ghosts and things like that. Mysticism, what the hell? Shape and focus. Souls. Okay, so it's like binding souls into gems, which you need souls in order to enchant stuff, so you'd have to be good at mysticism too. Or the ability to teleport, manipulate the world around you with telekinesis, absorb or reflect magical energies, sense unseen objects. Okay. Restoration, that's easy. That's just healing, basically. Or restoring certain attributes. Sometimes you'll get a disease and stuff, and it'll lower your speed stat or something, or a strength stat. And there's certain spells that could bring that back. And then alchemy is basically making potions. Yeah, which is pretty useful. Unarmed is the better you are at unarmed, the less damage you take when you don't have armor on. So this is under the stealth category. I know this is long, but this is just kind of for the people who've never played the game and might be wanting to get into it. It's nice to get that out of the way. Security is how well you are at picking locks. Sneak is how sneaky you are, you know? How hard it is for you to be seen. Athletics is, or acrobatics, sorry, is jumping. Light armor, you know what that is. Short blade, that's like daggers and stuff. Marksman, that's how well you are at bow and arrows. Mercantile, okay, so mercantile determines how little you... So the higher mercantile skill you have, if you have a higher mercantile, you could buy things for less and sell things for more. Because it's more of like a bartering system on this game. And speechcraft is how well you deal with people. Basically, whenever you talk to people, you could like try to basically like convince them to like you and things like that. The better your speechcraft is, the better you are at getting people to like you. And then hand to hand, which is how much damage your fists do. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Alright. Just kidding. Okay, so I end up going with combat I believe. Come on, Nick. I picked combat. I don't know what maybe I was taking a piss or something. Hold on. Anyways, I picked combat and now I'm just picking my other skills. These just give you an extra bonus to your levels in that particular category. I'm just gonna fast forward it a bit until I've actually chosen what I wanted. Alright, so that's what I ended up picking for my stats.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Alright, so then there's signs, which gives you an additional stat boost and stuff. So they're like kind of like the what they call it, the in astronomy. I can't remember what, you know what I'm talking about though, hopefully. So there's the apprentice that you're born under, or astrology. That's it. Did I say astrology? I can't remember. Anyways, so there's apprentice, which fortifies your magic. It gives you more magic. But you're weak to magic being cast at you, so they're like perks. There's the Atronach, which you absorb spells by 50 points, fortify your maximum. Oh, gives you more magic as well, and stunted magic. I don't know what that means, but yeah. And there's the lady. If I'd click on it. There we go. Lady gives you more personality and fortifies endurance by 25 points and personality by 25 points as well. The Lord, which I think like gives you healing abilities, but you're weak to fire, but you could heal yourself. I think it's really the most pointless one because you could just buy potions. The Lover fortifies agility. You also get to paralyze people and damage their fatigue. But each one of these powers are just like once a day use. So it's not like a spell where you could use it several times. The Mage fortifies your magic by quite a bit, or your intelligence by quite a bit. Which is basically, if you're a magic build, that's a good one to do. The Ritual. Turn undead. 100 points for 30 seconds to target. So you could like raise the dead and restore health. It's cool. The Serpent. You get to poison people. That's cool, I guess. The Shadow, you could turn invisible for 30 seconds. 60 seconds, I'm sorry. The Steed allows you go 25 points to speed. The Thief allows you to be stealthy. More points in stealth. The Tower. This is one that I chose a lot. Tower is pretty useful because it gives you a spell one time a day spell called Open. I'm about to sneeze. It allows you to open locked doors once a day. It also allows you to detect animals from 200 feet up to 60 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty. But it's mostly the ability to unlock locked doors. And then the Warrior fortifies gives you more of an attack. So if you're in a warrior and you want a strength boost, that's a good one to choose. I chose the Lady.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
There's my stats. Pretty good start. Alright, so that's basically the tutorial. Now we'll actually get on to the game. La da da da. I was just making sure I was satisfied with it. So we're being
Show
released.
your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Yeah. So we're being released from prison. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Nope, avoiding copyright. Okay. So, there will be no music now. I'm not getting copyright strike for that. Yeah, so there's my release papers. I'm a free man. A free man. And no one knows. Just trying to follow the lore. I like to roleplay a little bit when I play this game. Turns out, hold up one sec. I know I don't mean to pause it, but so there's a nice little thing you could do. Since it's the beginning of the game, and if you accidentally steal something, they kind of just be like, "Hey, don't do that," and then they like put it back or take it out of your inventory, you know. But you don't get fined or penalized for it because like the developers are like, "Oh, you know, they're new to the game, so they'll let it slide." So what you do is you just steal it and immediately drop it onto the ground. Then the guard will come talk to you. Yeah, like he did there. And the guard's like, "Hey man, you can't be stealing shit." And you're like, "Okay." And since you've already stolen it and it was in your inventory, I'm guessing this is what happens. It now classifies as like something that you had. So it's like now like technically yours now. So you could just pick it back up again. It's worth like $300. But here's the thing about Morrowind. It's $300 I think value, but I'll probably only be able to sell it for like 30 bucks. Because my mercantile skill's so low. Got an iron dagger. The first book. I decided I was going to collect as many books as I could find. Taking some stuff. Got a chest there. Take his candle. Spear. Don't think I've forgotten our wager. It was in the show dress. Yeah. Okay. Furnace lockpick. So we got a lockpick to pick that lock. Took some bread. Gonna pick the lock here. Got some gold, 31 gold. Off of prison and I'm already stealing. Gonna take this bucket, because why not? Might need a bucket later. I like to decorate my home that I don't have yet. But once I get a house, I'll decorate it and stuff. That's the other thing I like about this game. I'm weird. Time to go outside. Is the music still playing? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, so we go in this barrel and it's Fargoth's ring. We're going to be officially free once we talk to this guy. He's going to give us orders to talk to someone. Wants you to find Welcome you to Morrowind. Background. Knight of the Imperial Legion. Yes, you're in Morrowind. Here, you can probably read it. So we gotta go speak to this Cassidy's guy, and he's in the town of Balmora. And that's basically what he's saying to do as a, like, I guess a debt to being released. I don't know. Even he doesn't know why we've been released. Ural Septim is the Imperial King, basically. So these guys are Imperials. Alright. And now, Fargoth. Are you the one that dropped off? Odyssey, you arrive at the time of day, hope. So the Imperial Guard shook him down and took his ring. The ring that we got. So I'm gonna say we don't have it because I like that ring. And I don't like Fargoth. For reasons you'll understand here soon. It's understandable though, but I just don't like the guy. Probably because he's a wood elf. Never cared for wood elves. Alright. So this is Satanine. It's a little swamp town by the coast. Check out the interior. Nice warm fireplace. Hi there, lady. Okay. Gonna check out this little trade house here. That's me, wearing like a ragged cloth, looking very poor and in poverty. Got $31 to my name. Let's check out this place.